Hello?
There we go. Bit of a delay, but we got that covered. And session has begun. Now, you guys were disturbed from your long rest that you were trying to pull off in here, as before you, 3 grey dwarves, heavily outfitted with spiked pauldrons along their gear, stepped forward, and before them came this, this prepared zombie that was ready on standby to mess them up if they came in. These Durgar, these Grey Dwarfs, have no qualms messing up this guy, so we move everybody back to initiative. And I shall get something more fighting in tone. What have I got for fighting? What have I got? Yeah,
Can
that'll
somebody
do.
roll initiative for me, or do I need to roll
You
it?
will not. None of you will be. Excuse me. This is wrong of me to say. I'm so wrong to say none of you will roll me initiative. You have all taken a short rest, and as such you will all be rolling initiative again, please.
What
Good to
happened
go.
last session because I missed that one?
That's okay. You just roll your character now.
I can't even see my character on the...
You don't, do you? Where is your
Yeah,
guy?
no,
There's your guy,
screen.
right over there. See him? Right over here.
Yeah, now I can see.
Very good, very good. Very well. Alrighty. Everybody rolls your initiative?
0, Tolan?
Yeah, I guess Tolan has a 0.
With a plus
Yeah, I'm
4?
How did that happen?
Let's see. He rolled a 17 and then he had a plus 4. So somewhere along those lines, he has checked out how he can mess up his own initiative in some interesting way. Or perhaps, if I look in the chat, no, the chat, I do wonder, and I do believe I may have messed around with initiative in here. I'm wondering what scripts I put in this game, because I did put some group initiative checks sort of going on. And if we check everybody else's character sheet, they all seem to be functioning correctly, don't they?
I rolled my initiative, but it didn't show up in the initiative order.
You didn't click your token and then roll the initiative. You did not click your token.
Alright, let me
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. You must have your token selected, and then you roll the initiative. While that is going on, Nozak Hilljaw, it is your turn first.
Alright.
Never mind, it's apparently Garbo who cut in front of you with his roll once he figured out how to do it.
There it goes.
Garbo like to go first.
Yes, now, just to reflect this, you guys have a 10-foot radius dome, don't you?
Correct.
Alright, very good. It is a grey, opaque dome. And I shall go to reflect it. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 feet of a cone. There we go. Perfectly over the tiles. So this cone does offer you protection. Ducto, Leomon's tiny hut are very, very nice. Mobile dome of force. Yeah, so this opaque magical force field that currently is around you is like a shimmering, dark kind of presence that's visible for you guys. And as you're looking out and around, you can see the left-hand side heavy bolted door opening for these 3 grey dwarfs that are walking in as we speak. And they're going to mess up your zombie, who I shall roll initiative for if he's not...
He already has.
He already has? Good. Good. I don't believe I see it. There it is. Excellent. So, Garbo, how would you like to start this tango off?
Let's see. They're within 60 feet. I could see the door is kind of open, so what I would like to do is cast Fairy Fire.
Ah, very nice. Now, Fairy Fire puts down a 20-foot cube area. No, a radius. A 10-foot spell radius. So similar to what you've done here. A 20-foot cube space.
Yeah, so I'm gonna aim for right here, so it should be able to hit them. And it's gonna be blue. It's gonna be blue, like glittery outline, and it's a dex save of 14.
Very, very nice. So, yes, this blue square will most certainly be drawn up for you. 15, 20. Very good. And, you put it right
Can't
in front
cast
of the...
red magic through this bubble.
Thank you very much.
I can't.
Who talked about that, Master X? Who said that?
Kate, I'm saying this bubble, you can't cast magic through it.
Can't
Okay, then I'm
extend
gonna
through the
go-
dome or be cast through it. Yes, indeed.
Then I'm gonna go right here, which is 30 feet.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cast it.
Very good. Yes, totally fine. You meet the conditions of the spell, and thank you very much for playing honestly. I appreciate that. All right.
Of course.
Now, all these grey dwarfs, these heavy, kitted out grey dwarfs, certainly don't appreciate this flash of color that you suddenly summon up and sting into their underdark dwelling eyes. But they shall carry on as best they can. What kind of save are they going to be making?
It's a DC 14.
All right.
And it's a dex, I believe.
The
should
zombie
say right
won't be
there.
needing to make a dex. I see you've rolled it. There's no reason to roll
Yeah.
it. I've drawn a
It was-
cube that doesn't need to get him involved.
It was originally over him, but then you moved it later, so yeah.
I imagine I'm right in saying, Garbo, you don't want to get the zombie in there, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But very well. Okay. Now, spells and illusions. Well, spells is a very large amount of situations. All right, very, very good. A dexterity saving throw. All right, that he fails, going left to right. Let's give him... What do we give him? Let's give him that. And then the next one over. He's also going to fail. And the next one after him. Okay, he's actually going to pass. And he's going to resist your fairy fire. But basically, for all these guys, you have advantage on hitting them rather. Which is good.
So Garbo's gonna cast it, and he's gonna go, Garbo, make easier to hit. Hit, hit, hit.
Yes, they certainly do. Multicolored red, green, orange, blue fire extends from out of their being, perfectly illuminating them in this dim place. Your eyes break from their various dark visions as each of these guys produces a 10-foot kind of area of dim light, showing them up in the darkness for absolute certain. Which helps out for you, Mr. Human.
I have a question. So the room that we're in, is it well lit, or is it...
It was not well lit, no. There was no sconces or torches around this place.
So then, as a goblin, I have something called Nimble Escape. As a bonus action, I can hide or disengage. May I roll a stealth to try to hide?
That's a very good question, and I like your approach. Can you please put into the chat the details of the ability?
Yes, it's
Just hit the speech bubble. I noticed
okay.
that somebody is still lacking personality traits and stuff. That is all I wanted to see. Very good. And it does say a bonus action. So that is awesome. Yes, you can abso-fucking-lutely give me a hider check. Oh! So, I'm going to keep this check in mind, but you came out like a blur. You shot your magic straight towards them as their eyes and their beings suddenly cascade in all this brilliant light. And as they're currently still looking at a zombie, you sneakily kind of dodge behind the opaque wall, and I recommend you move yourself to reflect that. As you hide behind it. You can't go in without the spell ending, or concentration is broken if you need it, but you can certainly go to the side of it, and it will be as if you were never here. Which is awesome, Garbo.
I believe right there is what you said.
Yeah, that will do just fine. That will do more than just fine.
He could absolutely come back in the bubble.
I don't think I have
if-
enough movement for that. That's kind of just like a step to the side.
Because
Duck.
the spell is
yeah, feel
not
free to come in and out.
concentration, I'll allow it. Wait, that's Liamon's tiny hut. Fairy fire. Fairy. Let's see. Fairy, where you going? Something or other. I'm an anime. Oh yes I am. Blah, blah. Okay, so it is a concentration spell. If you go back into that bubble, you are going to lose your extension to your spell as you continue to summon it into this world. So keep that in mind, Garbo. But next turn is Nozak Killjaw's turn.
All right, I will 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go up here, and then I am going to cast. Let me make sure that the right. Toll the Dead, I guess. I will cast Toll the Dead on the middle one.
Alright, he's gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw. No, a wisdom saving throw. These guys, they don't seem to have advantage here. It's like, you have definitely kind of, as they walked in, they weren't prepared for all you guys at once kind of lashing out at them. He was not hurt, so he's going to be taking the 10 damage, though didn't matter either way. And that necrotizes him just that little bit. It's certainly not what he hoped to happen to him today, but you send out this ethereal chime that rattles his very bones, it almost seems like, as he now begins to, like, pain, hurt. Very good. Is that your turn? Wait, yeah, you're out. Yep.
So, and then I will, let's see, there. Move back in, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna like command my. Well, I'll say I don't know if I can command from inside, but if not, I'll just say I did outside.
It's not quite a spell.
Target.
It's magic you've powered up your mobile battery corpse with, and you have this psionical little link with him, which I will rule will be okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell him to attack the middle one on his when he has a turn.
Very good, very good. Now,
That's it.
yeah. Now, this dude, he comes out over to this position, and when he does so, you can see that he has this short sword on his person. But as he does, the first thing that he does is, yeah. Okay. Tell me what kind of change. Okay. Alright, this does not say. Okay, that is an action. Very well. As this guy's action, he grows to a huge, towering 8-foot tall size, broadening out with the thickness of a dwarf, and with his chainmail and shield, this guy looks particularly stocky, as he looks like he is a rough time to deal with. And as he does grow through that great size, filling up some of this chamber's height, he will kind of grow his weapons out with him as he goes. But that is actually just his turn. Now, next up, it is Dacto's turn.
So the ones of us that wanted a short rest got our short rest, but I believe Tolan is still sleeping as a wood elf to get his 4-hour long rest.
As any creature tries to attempt a long rest, if they're interrupted, they spent an hour doing it. It essentially works like a short rest. They are not passed out. I believe it specifically says that while they enter this trance, they are aware of their surroundings to some degree. But why guess it?
I was just gonna let him sleep.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Tolan, would your guy, being in his trance, block out all else around him?
No, he would not.
All right. I'm just interested in this. I want to give a definitive ruling here. Let's see, because yes, the sleeping is a very interesting part of this. Let's see, trance. Don't need to sleep. They remain semi-conscious, keyword. They're somewhat conscious of what's around them. Done and settled. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he is semi-conscious, and he will be aware of the situations that are kind of exploding around him, that his friends are moving away from. You know, it's kind of like you hear them talk in your trance-like state as they go, Tolin, and then you break out into the scene where they are still saying, Tolin, wake up! We gotta fight! That kind of situation's going down right now. So, that in mind, Dacto, how would you like to proceed?
Well, Dacto, knowing that if he leaves the bubble, it will end, and it is granting us a great deal of safety right now, will look up at the immediate threat, and then go back to reading his book.
You get inspiration. I like the role playing here. I like the role playing, dude. But really, you cannot leave the sphere. Fails. Large creatures, objects within the dome can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. The atmosphere inside is comfortable, dry, regardless of weather. The dome is opaque. Why does it say it ends if you leave? Oh yeah, spell it ends if you leave. It's near the top. Okay, excellent. Very good to know, Dacto. All right, yeah, you're just gonna hold it up, I guess. All right, Tolan, it is your turn.
Since I'm not familiar with the spell, but I know I got to get out of it to shoot an arrow, I'm going to move here. And I will take a shot.
Very good. Take that shot. Take him out. Take the shot. Let's have a look.
I don't know if I'm going to take him out as big as he is, but...
Yeah, he is pretty big at this moment, but that's a great shot to do it with. You hit, as even his greatest shield can't protect him from his huge own head, and you blast straight into it, scratching deeply into his skull, even. Whoops. That'll be that much. As you can see that he has just been he's got this huge, like, blood drooling gash mark to the side of his scalp. Most definitely. Very good turn.
And I will follow with step of the wind, 1 key point to dash.
Yes.
From the spot.
Do you get key points back after a short rest?
Yes.
Aha! Yes, very, very good. You are essentially back to full monking style. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right then. So you step of the wind, you dash, and you drag some of the tables across as you leap forward to the other side. Very good round. Alrighty. It is now Mr. Zombie's go, and he should be in your journals, isn't he, Hildrel?
Yep.
Very nice. Then you know what to do.
Yep. Since I told him to do that, attack that guy, that's what he'll do. I assume attack of opportunity happens.
It does indeed happen, yes. And this large grey dwarf will lunge straight at him with his short sword to greater heights. He rolls a 22 and does 11 points of piercing damage to the zombie, which I can see bloodies him quite badly.
Indeed it does.
It's not good. The lunge sword lunges straight through into his gut and breaks apart a variety of loose bones and... well, it's actually quite a fresh zombie, if I remember, from one of the vampire people themselves. So he kind of removes a fresh, hearty lung out from his chest as he strikes out at him. The zombie's HP has not been updated at the token. I have fixed this. Next turn. Now,
I was updating it on the sheet, but not there. Cool.
if you do it on the sheet, I believe you may update all zombies everywhere, so
Yeah.
give or take. So do it on token. Now,
Yep.
that being said, it is now... The zombie actually gets to do his attack since he's still alive and kicking.
Correct. So he's going to attack the middle guy with advantage.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. With advantage, that is a hit. He slams and rattles his full, firm, fleshy fists into this guy's head. But since he's entered Fairy Fire, is he going to have to make a dexterity saving throw?
I think I don't think it's like a aura that stays there. I believe it's just cast and then it's gone.
Yeah, it's cast, and then I just gotta concentrate on it.
Very good. All right then. Very, very nice. Then that is his turn, and to rebuttal, this guy here, he comes around the guy, the zombie. He's gonna keep to his size, and he is going to lunge out with his short sword once, as he goes to try and behead him. He rolls a 15 and does 10 points of damage, which is precisely what Mr. Zombo does not need to have done to him. And he can't move further than there. And Mr. Zombie is just hanging in there with 1 hit point, so he clearly has taken out the other set of lungs to this thing. These grey dwarfs, though they are in the middle of a fight, you notice that they aren't really roaring to fiery passion. They're just very grimly performing war, really. They're like people that have been in the trenches for eons at this point. War is their business, and it should be treated in a business fashion, in a kind of way. But he did have a bro beside him, but I don't think this situation actually matters. That situation. No, that's okay. Oh, shit! Well, they already had advantage, so it doesn't matter. I'm sorry to jump out like this so soon, but I need a very quick bio break, so I'm going to be BRB for a little bit. Okay, people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm fine with that.
Be right back very soon.
Understood.
Then I'll be right back.
Okay.
I have on my charts, we already spent 5 hours down here because I walked into that, remember that trap and I missed? So I already had 5 hours down here for a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
So I'm making sure that everything I do, it doesn't have anything of an advantage to it because I automatically have disadvantage for 24 hours. Well, it's less than that now. So that's why I use dash instead of patented defense.
Makes sense.
You could have also just walked back inside the bubble.
Yeah, but I was hoping to see if I can get a shot over the bubble because I have no idea how tall it is.
10-foot radius, so assuming the center is the floor.
Mm. Because if it's reaching the ceiling, then I don't have to step around it and shoot. I was hoping it wasn't that tall, or the ceiling's taller than that, or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You just pop in and out of it. You just jump out, shoot, jump back in, and we'll be invincible.
Might have to. Well, I'm just staying away from the zombies. The zombies come any closer, I'm just jumping in. I don't need any diseases. I got enough problems.
Also, keep in mind, since I haven't long rested, I don't have my 3rd level spells. I use them to remove curse, so I currently do not have Revivify.
Big same. Except I'll never have Revivify. To answer your question, go ahead.
Though?
Who?
The Garbau. Isn't Garbau a multi-class? So
Garbo.
should you have access to level 3 spells yet?
I do. In fact, The way multi-classing works is you're still considered a rank of a certain spell level. So I do have access to third level spells because both my my druid at level 4 gives me. But yeah, no. The thing with clerics and druids is they know every spell. So even as I have access to third level spells, I can still cast third level spells. Let's see. Yep.
You were asking earlier what happened after you left yesterday, and he kind of just explained what happened while you were here. We came in here, as you're aware. We tried a bunch of different things to try and figure out, thinking that the floor was a puzzle. At one point, I think you left before. Did you leave before my bandit started like trying to skip around and solve it, or were you still here then?
No, I left right before that.
Okay, so yeah, we let him kind of tell us how to go around it, and then a big eye came up out of the ground and laughed a bunch or said some shit, and my bandit started begging it to kill him, and then it just disappeared. And basically, we were told in one way or another that this isn't just wasting our time.
Interesting.
I don't know if I believe it fully, but
I ended up casting Detect Magic and got nothing magic from it.
That's weird.
Yeah. It might just be their party room. This is the dance floor. Get that fairy fire lighted up.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm considered a 5th level spellcaster because you add the druid levels and the cleric levels together. And then for the spell slots known, or for the spells known and prepared, since I'm a cleric and I'm a druid, they already know all their spells. So I just get to choose up to my slot limit.
So does that mean if you were 10 levels in Cleric and 10 levels in Druid, you'd have access to 9th level spells?
Yes, I would.
From both classes?
From both classes, yes.
I don't know if that's how it works, because then you could just take 1 level in every spellcasting.
Well, no, because like to repair theirs.
All their spells.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only for clerics, druids, and sorcerers because theirs isn't from like knowledge magic like bards are and wizards are, so they don't have to prepare their spells. They know what their spell list is, and the way it works is, since I have access to those spell levels, I have access to those spells.
Fair enough.
But you couldn't do that with, say, like a wizard and a sorcerer. You would only be able to access your sorcerer's spell without, depending on the level. Same thing with warlock. You can't be like a sorcerer warlock and get all of the spells. You only get what's most. But cleric and druid are kind of broken like that.
Complicated.
Well, as far as I know, you still have to be, if you're level 3 druid and level 17 cleric, you still can't take, if a spell is only on the druid list, you have to be the right level to be able to use it. You only can learn level 3, level 2 spells if you're level 3 druid, even if you're level 17 cleric.
It seems like it could go both ways though, because reading like the way things say, it says you determine what spells you know and can prepare for each class individually as if you're a single class member of that. And the spells must be of a level for which you have spell slots, but you could argue he only has level 1 druid spell slots. But it also states that you combine your spell slots. So, and you can like interchange them. You can use your wizard spell slots to cast druid spells. So,
Yeah, if you're a wizard, let's say you're a
not
level
wizard, cleric, but
if you're a cleric level 17 and you're a level 3 druid, then you can cast the druid spells that you know with the level 9 spell slots, but you can't learn a druid spell higher than level 2. That's what spell slots you have as with the druid at level 3. You still are have to follow the levels for what spells you know, but the ones you know you can upgrade, so to say.
This is why I don't multi-class spellcasters. It's too confusing.
I don't think it's pretty simple. I mean, when it comes to spells, when you're gonna learn, if you're a cleric and a druid, when you're gonna check the druid spells list, what you can learn as a druid, you just forget everything about the cleric level. You're level 5 druid. What can a level 5 druid cast? What spells do they have available for a level 5 druid? That's what you can learn. That's what you can choose from for the druid spells. But besides that, no matter what class you multi-class, and even if you're a warlock and a cleric, for an example, if you're level 15, if you're able to cast level 7 spells as a cleric, you can cast the few warlock spells you know of it. You can cast them with the level 7 cleric spell slot. If it makes sense.
Yeah, but it says here, even under the druid thing, that I can prepare up to my wisdom modifier plus my druid for what I can cast at my level. So that means I can cast a level 3, so I can prepare a level 3. Now I agree, like I won't be able to, you know, it would be based on like I don't know. It's weird. I let the DM rule it, and then again, I mainly have all druids anyway because I'm a level 4 druid and a level 1 cleric. The only thing that would be called into question would be Revivify at this point at a level 3. Everything else I cast is on the druid spell list.
Yeah. That's the thing with druid and clerics. Lots of spells you find on both spell lists. But it's kind of simple with the multi-classing. Let's say if you're a level 1 cleric and you have the rest is druid, then you can, from the cleric's spell list, you can only choose and learn, prepare level 1 spells. If you're only you need to be level 3 cleric before you can pick anything from the level 2 spells for clerics. Unless they are on the druid list too, then you can pick them as a druid, so to say. But depending on what druid you go, like if you take Circle of the land druid, and then you're a cleric too, Then you will have domain spells as a cleric and the one. So you will have a fuck ton that you always have prepared. So you will have really lots of spells prepared, so to say. For an example, my character is level 3 bard, and what level are we now, by the way? Have we leveled up anything?
No, we're still 5.
Yeah. Then I'm level 3 bard and 2 divine soul sorcerer. That means I can only choose. I have spell slots, level 3 spell slots, but I can't learn any level 3 spells because I'm only level 3 bard and level 2 divine soul sorcerer.
Are you going to stay just level 2 sorcerer and continue as bard, or are you going to do more sorcerer?
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on bard for a while. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more sorcerer. I'm gonna take at least one more. Then I get meta magic. I won't have that many sorcery points, but I will still be able to use it.
I'm thinking of possibly. I was playing a one shot in the middle of the week where I was playing as a paladin and just like swinging a great sword around and shit, and it makes me really miss playing a melee character. So I was thinking of maybe getting Dak killed so I can come in as a melee character because I really miss it.
I played a one shot once where we were level 14, and I made a Pact of the Blade warlock, Hexblade, and Divine Soul sorcerer, and that was actually really nice. I took 5 levels of Divine Soul sorcerer. I'm using charisma for every both sorcerer and warlock, and as a Hexblade I use charisma for my weapon attacks too. And with the Divine Soul sorcerer I can take cleric spells, so I could have both spiritual weapon and spiritual the guardians as a Pact of the Blade warlock. That was pretty nice.
If I end up rolling that Hexblade I was thinking about, the Hexblade Blades warlock, I would make him use strength to attack with just so it hurts your soul. Because I know how much you like that.
The cool thing about like Hexblades is once you get up to like level 12, you get your proficiency added on. If strength, you get your strength added on, and you to add charisma onto damage. So now you have 2 stat bonuses and your and the other one, your proficiency bonus added on all to damage, which gets crazy. You get to attack twice.
Like the one class I've never looked at. I don't know. It's just something about it never clicked with me.
I have 3 warlocks in my other campaigns right now.
Alrighty, I'm back. Please excuse me for the delay.
No problem. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I heard some chatting. You guys planning to kill one another off and to change the whole party comp?
Not me.
Well,
Not
anyway.
anytime soon.
Alrighty. So, with that in mind, we go back to the Durgar who had just pierced through this zombie but couldn't complete the job. Now, we go back to you, Hilljaw, as you're micromanaging your own little army, as you see that you have your bandit captain degree controlling your thick, beefy vampire.
Yes. He's gonna come in here and actually go here. Wait, where was he? Yeah, he can go there. 5, 10, 15. No, he can't. He will go here. And he will attack this guy with his beautiful cursed sword. And very likely fail miserably.
Why is it a cursed sword?
Because it's the cursed sword.
Oh, yay! You need to give it a name. I kind of want to have a name by now. You know, I mean, like that's what makes Sting the sword of legend in the Lord of the Rings series. You know, or Glandarin. So just would you be cool with a name? Could you imagine a name?
Oh, it's got a name. You'll have to wait till he attacks again to see it.
Oh shit! Okay, it's on. That is a hit. And he's after the big guy, isn't he? Actually, sorry, that is a miss. He comes with whatever the longsword is straight into him, but the shield, as large as it is, now becomes like a concrete car stopper as it just collides in with that, unable to find any weakness in this guy's now large stature. Whew, but he does have a secondary attack. Unless the rules of the spell say he can't attack twice.
He cannot.
Yeah, he's spent, I'm afraid.
Indeed.
However, up comes this little fella, all glowing with fairy fire like his brethren before him, and he goes to strike at the zombie with a short sword as well. That is... but they have low... Yay! Zombies have low AC! 8 is a hit. Now, for the purposes of what you have to do, which I know I'm looking forward to, he goes negative into 6, or he takes 7 points of piercing damage. Would you like to roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
Do you know the DC? I'm sure you do. The zombie. He crumbles. He falls down and becomes a fleshy, doughy pile on the ground. And the Durgar thinks he's dealt with him. But the zombie rises again, determined not to die yet, determined to hang in there stubbornly, bitterly holding on to his unlife as you deem him to suffer, Hilljaw.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotta be satisfying, you know, when they come back up like that. It's gotta make you feel good. Yeah. Alright, and now it's over to Cecil Hasselheim.
Cecil moves.
A bit quiet, sorry, dude.
Yeah, I'm mostly talking to myself. I move up to here.
Okay, very good. You're right in front of the huge, imposing Durgar Grey Dwarf.
Yes, and I use my...
Yes?
Where do I have it?
Alrighty, let's see. What is the ability you're hoping for? Ah, yes.
My rapier.
So you come forward, and as these guys are all producing dim light, it actually gives your human eyes enough light to you to manage with. And as you come out from the bubble, you leap out, and you lunge tremendously straight into this guy's neck, and you land a great hit. Now, what else are you hoping to do?
I'm using the defensive flourish. So I'm rolling D6.
Very good. Yes, let's see that roll. Alright, very good. So 2 extra points of damage into him as well, as you curl into his flesh and take a nice chunk away from him as you go. Alright, very, very nice. And that is your turn, I believe.
Yes, that is my turn.
Very well. Garbo! It's over to you, dude.
Garbo's going to
And
take a
also
step
that too adds
this
to my
way.
egg too.
Oh, I'm familiar, yes.
Garbo's going to step this way, and he's going to. Garbo grabs his holy symbol around his neck. He concentrates and he says, Garbo, burn! And he's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Oh, hey! Nice, nice. Very
Let's
nice. Who will he be casting that on?
On the biggest guy.
Alrighty. Now, the biggest guy, despite his imposing size, they seemingly are able to manage to kind of dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge around most of the magic that's coming around their way. But even then, these guys, they don't look like they're doing any of that dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodging that I'm talking about. So, he is going to start having that radiant damage coming down onto him. And he's going to take that 13 points of radiant damage, being blasted and pelt up in fierce radiant power. Very nice.
Garbo says, feel Garbo's holy power! And then he's going to try to duck into the shadows and hide again.
Very nice. Very nice. And now it is back to Nozak Hilljaw's turn.
I will step out this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to cast Inflict Wounds through my Bandit Captain's reaction.
Okay.
On the big guy.
Ooh. Now, Inflict
Dang it.
Wounds is a touch spell, so you're getting right up in melee with him.
No, I did it through my zombie.
Forgive me. Now, zombies do have different meanings when it comes to you. Is this your bitch slave, let's call him, or your zombie quotation marks?
It is the Bandit Captain.
The bitch slave. Nice one. Well, that will be why, because he can't get his hand free of this damn cursed sword. So his knuckle dragging isn't enough to make contact with this huge guy.
Yeah, of course. And then I will step back in. And then I'll use my bonus action to tell the zombie to attack the same guy again.
Mm-hmm. Very good. It is now this large Durgar's turn. Now this guy, this bandit captain, he's not really done too much to threaten him. It's all the things that keep popping out of this bubble that he really doesn't like. So he is going to bring that huge short sword down and lunge punishingly into Cecil Hasselheim. He rolls a 23 and does 10 points of piercing damage into you. And as he does so, he moves up to here, kind of getting a view over the situation, though he still can't quite see Garbo. Not yet. Because Garbo is just too damn stealthy, but he looks at Tolin. And he didn't like the short bow shot he received earlier.
How high did he roll on the attack?
He rolled a 23. So, your defensive flourish, +2 to your AC, 17. He hit with a landslide.
Yep.
He broke through that with his huge short sword.
How much did it do in damage?
10 piercing damage.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Does defensive flourish reduce damage? The damage equals the number...
No.
Oh, okay, just checking. Yeah, but...
It doesn't... It only adds to the AC.
Right, understood. Dacto, you continue reading a book. Do you want to be practicing a new spell out? Just like something you're tinkering with, something you're investigating or learning?
Well, I look around and I've got this bubble set up so we can all be nice and safe, and I look around at the majority of my allies outside of the bubble not using it. So I just sort of sigh and shrug and step out of the bubble.
You son of a bitch.
No one's even using it.
I'm using it, and now I can't
You're
get out
one
of his.
person.
I can't get out of his attack of opportunity now.
He's just had his turn. You'll be fine.
Oh,
I'm gonna
speaking
step
of
out.
Nozak, in case you were pondering, if you were to have moved while that bubble was there, no attacks of opportunity. But
Yeah.
Decto, you decided to just walk out. Tra-da-da-da-da. Oh, hello, Mr.
I'm gonna
Durgar.
jump up on the table,
Yeah.
turn around, and yell at him. You interrupted my book! And I'm gonna cast.
Oh.
I'm gonna Toll the Dead on him.
He is hurt, so this is going to take.
Save these spell slots.
Yeah, he is going to start taking a nice bit of damage. Do you have another third level in your access, in your capabilities?
Why do you ask?
Because you'll want to try another long rest, and I want to know if you actually have the capabilities to do that.
Oh, I can ritually cast it anyway.
Fuck, man, you can't. You and your ritual
So,
cast,
we're fine.
you've done this
I can-
right.
Bubbles for days. Bubbles for days.
I love it. I really love it. I love the milking of the rituals. Do not get me wrong. I'll hate you later for it, but right now I really appreciate it. But I don't mind telling you, the 19 damage you thought you'd do, he misses it as he just dives out of the way. He resists your necrotic kind of sapping of energy, or radiant perhaps in your case.
Bollocks.
I know how you work. As he basically just goes, you reading a book on a premises? That's a fine right there. All of your money on the floor now. Oh, got ya. Basically calls out domineeringly over to you. But Tolan, it is now your go.
Okay, I'm gonna, from right where I'm standing, since the bubble's gone, I'm just gonna take my 2 attacks on this big, tall, sweet fellow. So I'm gonna take 2 shots. And wait for it,
Now, the first shot is a miss, but the second, that is a hit, as it does stream right in and blast into his chest, reaching into his armpit and digging in from there. A very nice shot. Please, roll me the damage. Ooh. Oh, yeah. As you shoot into him, he actually just kind of coughs, and he kind of grabs at the arrow that's gone into his lung. And this huge guy, he collapses onto his knees and dies before you as he shrinks down back to his other, his smallest size.
There you go, Nozak.
Talon screams, Terra Choika.
Yeah, let me leave that because I really should know not to get rid of such useful bodies now. I'll keep this in mind. Very good. Alright, but yes, Tolan, good turn. It is now Mr. Zombie's turn. Who? Terra Choika. What? In the what? Is that your monk phrase?
That's my monk's phrase.
Oh, nice! Inspiration! Well, no, inspiration if you say it out loud.
Terra Choika.
Yay! Inspiration for you. Very nice. Alrighty, so Mr. Zombie's turn. He's got a very exciting round coming up, I know it.
Oh, so exciting. He's going to attack the guy right in front of him in the middle.
Hey! Not bad! He collapses right into this Durgar. He collapses and whams right into him. A very good round. And it doesn't quite kill him, but that massive, bludgeoning punch to the back of this Grey Dwarf's head certainly leaves him bloodied. But now it is his turn, and he has had enough. His bigger dude is now gone, so he has room to grow, but chooses not to. He'd rather just kill this fucking zombie. Which he does with a 12, doing 5 points of piercing damage. Make me a con saving throw and you stay alive. Oh man! Ah! Ah!
The
Man,
little zombie that could.
the little zombie that could. Listen, the little engine that could inspired me as a child. But it is now the bandit captain's turn.
All right. He is going to walk in and attack the same guy.
All right, that is a miss. That is a miss.
Yeah, he's never gonna hit.
He is a disappointment. Or in fact, I think it's more like he is just like he's doing the genie out of the Kingdom Hearts series situation where it's like, sorry Al, and he just like, I'm about to hit you, move, and he's just like trying to be on the enemy's side as much as possible, as he tries to make his time as your slave as awkward as possible, you know?
Yeah, makes sense.
I think that's the reason.
Advantage.
Yes, but he
Yeah.
rolled a 12 and a 10.
Well, that's not going to do it.
No. Alright, it is this,
You did miss the sword name, by the way.
oh, Light Bright! Oh, yay! Inspiration. I like it. Anything that
I
rhymes.
don't think you can have more than one, so...
You cannot, so it is spunked. No inspiration for you. But
Yeah.
very, very nice. Okay, it is this other stone dwarf's turn, and he's. Oh, the bandit captain is not this zombie is a pain in the ass because he's just right there. So he is gonna clear with that. 15, 6 points of damage. Roll me your con saving throw. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Nah.
Oh, I'm hate. Okay, he is just gonna have to say no. Fuck this zombie. I'm fucking done. And he basically comes over to here. He will take an attack of opportunity from your bandit captain, though he is not afraid of that happening. So, bandit captain, attack of opportunity.
He won't get one from the bandit captain because I used his reaction to cast that spell, but the zombie would get one.
Well, alright then. Let's see the zombie. The zombie will miss. In that case, he's going to move right up into Cecil Hasselheim's face. Right there. Alright, very good. And standing right beside the corpse of his other man, treading over his feet as he goes. Very good. Cecil Hasselheim, it is now your turn. Another zombie, another grey dwarf is right here before your eyes.
Well, that's great. They're coming to me. I don't have to chase them. So
Oh, okay.
I do booming blade,
Hmm.
and then I have to attack with my rapier.
Yes, you do. That is a hit. Real nice. So, single melee weapon attack against a creature you can see within range. It's resounding, and the target takes a 1d8 thunder damage. So why do you have 2d8 set up here?
It doesn't show all. As I'm level 5, it increases it to 2d8s when they move and 1d8 when they on the initial damage. I'm gonna see if I can change the to show everything.
Okay, booming blade. Nope. Boop. Okay. So I will. Okay. It will just be 2d8 added to your damage, which is 13.
1d8
at
that's
5th
the
level.
one to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, and it will be 2d8 instead of 1 when he moves. So that 9 he will only take if he moves, but he will take the 2. So 15 damage on the attack, and if he then moves on his turn, he will take another 9.
Okay, interesting. It's more like the shockwaves that have bound into him certainly kind of like keep him in a painful state. I think I can understand some of that. Yeah, very well. And you leech in with the rapier shot, and you most definitely give him a hiding as you make his bones ache terribly. Very, very nice. Very nice. Alrighty. Now that that has been sorted, it is now Garbo's turn.
Garbo's going to move over here, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame on the one that Cecil just Hasselhelm just hit. So again, Garbo holds his holy symbol and he concentrates, and he goes, "Garbo, burn all enemies."
Yeah. Alright. He's going to make a dex saving throw. He passes, avoiding the fire as he just like it shines off from his armor as he just like goes right through the holy fire.
Garbo's going to go, "Uh-oh," and then Garbo's going to go back to where he was and attempt to hide again.
Yeah. Now, because of the dome, it is a bit harder for you to hide in this open space. If I want you to hide, you're going to have to pick a medium creature to hide behind, or you're going to use some of the furniture on the right-hand side. One or the other.
So, question, is it not dark enough to where I could just hug the wall and stay in the shadows?
That would be the case if you weren't in such a dungeon full of dark vision creatures.
Okay, hold on. Let's
You know for a fact dwarfs are dark vision underground dwellers, so Durgar
Then-
even more so, probably.
With my 30 feet of movement, I can get right there.
Yeah. I
And
won't even
then
make
I'm
you give me a hide attempt. You're pretty hidey at this point, so I think you're going to be fine.
Good to go.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Alright then, Nozak Hilljaw, it is now your turn.
Yep. Let's see here. I am going to first. Can I look at these guys we're fighting? What kind of armor does it look like they're wearing?
They're
Kind of
wearing
explain.
chainmail, heavy and iron-clad. What's more, they have shields adorned with them, so they're pretty decked out in proper, like, militia armor. And it is of square, stocky, dwarven kind of make and craft.
Okay. Let's see then. I am going to just for now just cast Toll the Dead on this one.
Very well. He will make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, he's going to fail, and he is damaged. That's a buttload of hurt you just laid into him. Good Christ. That spell is a bit OP, but either way, you lay into him, and by God, does he feel it? He necrotizes before your eyes, terribly and fiercely. All of his being getting shriveled up as he wrinkles, growing several four-line lines over his head. He looks very messed up. His hair starts shitting before you. Pretty great work. Very, very good work. But with that, anything else you do this turn?
Just bonus action to tell the zombie to attack.
Alright, very well. Okay. With that, it is now Dacto's turn. Your book ruined! Your chapter ruined!
Dacto is frustrated at the fact that they keep resisting their saving throw spells. So he'll hold out his hand, and his new pointy moon-covered wizard hat will glow slightly.
Yay!
Firebolt.
Now, you made a mention to this hat, so is Firebolt something you had before you had the hat, or something the hat gave you
No.
access to?
It's something that the hat's given me access to.
Beautiful! Please roll me a D2. And pick which value is good.
Let's say 2 is good.
Alright? Yay!
Wow.
Your magic brims with color and blue eldritch energy. Your hands wiggle and wave as you feel the knowledge of a fireball come straight to your hand, and you summon it right before you. And then you just go, Huaisha! And the fireball doesn't leave your hand. In fact, you can't shake it off from your hand, because as much of the spell as you could cast, you cannot seem to cast it out from your hand as a projectile. It doesn't burn you, it doesn't hurt you, but you just seem to have a fireball in your hand for a little bit.
What's with you and keeping things in your hands?
What's with me and cursed items? What? I need to find that whoever sold me this hat. It's fucking faulty. Okay. It's not supposed to happen.
For reference, you know what? Fuck it. No, you think what you like. Cursed or not cursed, we'll see.
Well, I mean, as a meta knowledge, Kadam knows how that's supposed to work.
Okay.
This must be different.
Okay. Okay.
I will. I don't know if you'll allow me, but just for the sake of it, I'm going to spend my movement. I see that the fire is still in my hand.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So I'm going to run up and try to, if you'd allow me, try to slap him in the face with it.
Through your access to all of the other cantrips, I want you to roll a chill cantrip spell, because that's a melee spell attack. So I want you just to cast that, just so we see a melee spell attack, please.
Let me find one. Because I don't normally like getting in melee, so I don't know if I've...
Oh, use Fireball then, and we'll treat it like a melee. It's the same bonus. Yeah, oh yes. So, you shove that Fireball right in his face, and you do indeed hit him. Roll me the Fireball damage. The Firebolt, rather. Firebolt.
Oh, Firebolt would be good.
Yeah. All right.
Fire damage.
This Durgar roars at you as you come by, but you shove the firebolt into his mouth and get him to persuade him to eat it, as he does. And when he does so, his head steams and crisps and burns before he passes out and dies, his skull on fire before your very eyes, and you found somewhere to put that fire outside of your hand.
As I put my hand away, is the fire gone from my hand?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm out of movement, so that's my turn.
Tolan Mech, it is now your turn.
Oh, sorry, if you'll let me, I'll just tell Dave to give Cecil Hasselheim advantage against the last Durga.
Ah, good old Dave. All right, very good. The little owl flies by, and flies over to the Durgar, messing up his steez.
You already have advantage.
Yeah.
Yep, all the advantage is being given to this Durgar. He's out of his depth for sure.
In the game world, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
So.
It's all fine. It's all good. It's all good.
I need flyback, not getting an attack opportunity because he's a badass owl.
He is a badass owl. But Tolan, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here. Now my question is my shot blocked?
Your shot is blocked because of all the vampires to have been risen. This is the beefy, thick vampire, so he's providing half cover, yes. +5 to the AC.
Okay. Alright, so how many other... Okay, see, this is my guy. And I'm assuming these are dead, correct?
Yes, those are dead indeed.
I'm going to... Ready. Since the shot's blocked. I don't want to take a chance of hitting anybody.
Would you repeat that? You're just readying a shot?
I'm readying a shot because if I do fire and I'm not successful, I have a chance of hitting someone, and that's not worth it.
Okay, you ready in action. What are your conditions?
If he moves, and I guess the bandit captain moves, then I can plug the zombie. But until that time, I won't do anything.
All right, very good, very good, very good. All right then. Very well. Now it is Mr. Zombie's turn.
By the way, you are aware that if you prepare a spell that's not a cantrip, you will lose the spell slot either way.
Yeah, he was just lining up an arrow shot, I believe. Very good. All right then.
I thought it was preparing a
No.
spell.
No, my short bow. I'm not gonna take a shot and hit some when it's not really necessary.
Yeah, it appears that it was just I don't know. I seem to be losing my ability to speak and think at the moment. I'm multitasking a few things, but whatever. The zombie lashes out, but is unable to hit this guy even with his advantage. And it is now his turn, and he doesn't like that the other two have got away. He didn't care about them, so maybe this works in his favor, but he's going to try and kill that zombie again. He fucking critted your zombie, and I know that your zombie can't be coming back from a crit. He dissolves into dust, and he just melts away, aside from your little crawling hand, who is stunned for this turn, as the condition applies. He will start then to move away, and he will take an attack of opportunity from your bandit captain. Yep. You know what that roll was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Alright, very well. That is your turn. And it is the bandit captain's turn to try and chase after him, if you so deem it.
That's as far as he can go.
Alright, very good. Alright.
So actually, I assume he'll do the same thing, but I'm also just gonna dash him.
Okay.
To here.
Yeah, you get right up in his grill, right up into his face. Pretty good, very nice. Cecil Hasselheim, it's your turn. What would you like to get up to?
Well, let's see my movement.
Whoa, clickety
I
clacky.
will be able to get up to here. And then I see that grey dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go on. You see the grey dwarf? What do you get up to? No sound is coming from you at the moment, but you tell me you do a guiding bolt.
I did a guiding bolt.
Ah, very good. You have advantage. Alright, you have advantage, and the 25 is most definitely a hit. You strike at him with a blinding source of magical, holy hell lightning as you strike deeply into him, and you blast him to kingdom come. He evaporates before your very eyes, dead. Well done, guys. You just beat them.
But I did roll crap on the damage. 2 natural ones and a 2.
That was enough to kill him. Let's not question the winning.
I'm gonna pull my bandit captain back in here and flip him off.
Alright, very well.
I'm gonna touch this guy and turn him into my new minion.
You really...
As a bonus action, I'm just casting that on myself.
Very, very nice. You cast what you like. You spend the spell slots as you see fit. And you want a Durgar, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, let me just give to you a Durgar Stone Guard. And let's just add that to your... You really are just like... Man, I don't know what to compare it to. It's not Pokemon. It literally is just like... You capture, you kill, you possess, and then you upgrade. And I don't know what to really compare that to, really.
Yeah, I'm just great.
You are, but
Um,
what are the rules when you want to do an ability, such as a dragon's breath weapon, or perhaps any innate spell casting that a creature might have?
It can't cast spells that summon things, and if it has an ability that has like a limited amount of use, it can only be used once.
Like in its lifetime?
Per day, but I believe it can only live a day, so yes, in its lifetime, unless something later allows me to have it live longer.
Okay. Now, if you control it in this way, and not in the way that makes it a zombie, you gotta shrivel up your bandit captain, is that right?
Correct.
Bandit captain, do you choose to do that?
Yes, he turned to dust as I flipped him off.
He happily, you know what? He kind of feels the magic drain from him and he just goes, Mr. Hilljaw, I don't feel so good. And it disappears to dust as the sword clambers to the ground before you without an owner.
I thought he wanted to die.
Yeah, he did, but it still didn't feel good. And then your new buddy rises from the grave. And how much hit points does he get to have?
It is... What is it? The creature's current and maximum health becomes equal of the result plus twice your necromancer level. So I rolled a 5 plus con. And then, wait, let me make sure. Here, I'll put that in chat while I read it.
Con.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I have a lot to read. I'm
Even
sorry.
better.
It's okay. I recommend you divide these into certain chunks, perhaps.
Yeah.
Just make dot points.
Holy cow.
All right. So yeah, he has 5, 10 health.
All right. Very good. Very, very good.
As soon as Dax sees the sword clang to the floor, he sort of like instinctively takes a couple of steps back. And just like, oh, stand away from that thing.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, then.
Garbo's gonna
yeah?
stick his head out from the table and just go, anyone need healing? Garbo can heal. And then he's gonna kind of like put his head back under the table to hide. Just listening.
They're all dead now, Garbo. You can come out.
It's safe for Garbo?
It's safe for Garbo.
Alright, Garbo's gonna step out. Garbo heal anybody?
Except for that Durgar right there. It just rose from the grave.
Don't.
Garbo dives.
I'll give
You
him
hear
the
the
sculling
chairs
crossbones.
I thought he's gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Anybody need healing? Garbo heal.
No, I'm fine. I can heal myself.
I wouldn't be against a little bit. I don't need anything major.
Okay. Garbo do.
All right. Thank Garbo.
Dax Owl sort of lands on Garbo, starts like eating seeds and insects and all that through all the vines and leaves he's got wrapped around him.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout. That's a very good shout. Garbo certainly kind of grows some. Yeah. Garbo, you're getting pecked at by your nature's friend.
Garbo.
The
So,
owl.
like, Garbo goes to pet the owl, like scratch her on the head, and then like take some of the seeds off and like in his hand and offer it to the owl.
I mean, right now he's not getting orders, so he acts like an owl, I guess. So, I guess he would happily eat the seeds.
Garbo make friend. Garbo happy.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
As I see you kind of... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, whoever needed that healing word, that was for you.
Yep, I marked it.
Very good.
As I see Dacto kind of react oddly to the sword, I'm gonna look at him and say, "Don't you worry about that." And then I'm gonna have the Drugar go and pick it up.
Yep, it attunes to your new deadly friend. And also, where's your crawling hand? Your crawling hand here is ready for the next zombie that you choose to animate, should you choose to animate a zombie.
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots at this time, so...
Well, he'll just stick by. And in fact, you kind of see that after your dead his vampire friend, he's taken on a much more fleshier tone, a much more humanoid tone to his hand, as he looks a bit healthier for a decayed hand. He looks a bit improved for the experience.
It's good to hear.
Right
That's
then.
handy.
Oh, and me. Sorry. Right. So, with that being done, how would you guys like to proceed through this dungeon? It is clearly inhabited somewhere deeper in its recesses by some Durgar, to say the least.
Garbo say, barricade doors, long rest. Garbo very low on spell energy. Very low.
Well, I can
I'm
at
not-
least send Dave ahead a little bit just to see what's in the immediately around the corner.
I could
I'm
use
not
4
that
hours.
low on magic, but I agree with Gobo in this. You can send your flappy friend ahead, but we should rest before we continue much further.
Well, keep in mind that if you continue around in this place and you try a long rest, you may yet again be disturbed, and it may not just be by 3 individual Durgar, it might be by more. It's just a risk you play when
I
you...
could always pop up another bubble.
You could pop another bubble, but you may go through this war of attrition again and again, as, you know, it could happen again.
And I think we should save a long rest for when we really need it, like health-wise now as well, because I mean, you can't just like have a long rest all the time, like 2 hours after a previous long rest.
Yeah, but
Garbo,
I don't think we had any long rest yet, so one.
No, we
would not-
haven't. But what I'm saying is, if we had a long rest now and then we head off, and then get messed up, we're screwed.
well, Garbo
Now we're
only
still
has.
doing pretty
Yeah,
good.
but on the other hand, if we don't take a long rest now, we have a bigger chance to get screwed up when we continue.
it's
Yeah, I only
true.
have 4 spell slots left, guys. So if we get into something heavy and I need to heal you guys, I'm not going to be able to heal past 4 times.
That's all very true.
I-
The only thing I want
I
to
don't-
remind you is that you will not have any guaranteed safety if you don't know the place ahead of you is clear. That's all I want to say to you.
That's exactly
Yeah.
why Dave's gone ahead, and
Yeah.
you deleted the torch, so I can't scout.
Oh, I've set Dave to emit light. I've discovered that it does not actually reveal things in the GM layer. That was just a personal worry of mine that somehow I thought people could see. They do not. So I've corrected this, and I allow you guys to emit light again now.
Okay, cool. It just wasn't loading. Like,
Oh no,
It's sort of
it
cut
should
off
be
here.
should be loading now. He emits light now and it has player sight.
okay. Dacto sees Tolan disappear around the corner as well, and he sends a message to him using the message cantrip, saying, "Just be safe and come back as fast as you can if you see any trouble."
So you guys continue down this corridor. You move yourself as you see fit. You should be able to see as you go around. And as you go by, these corridors are very nondescript. They just seem to loomingly kind of go around and around through these various walls as you guys proceed on. Tolan, make me a perception check, please, as you cover over the next corner. Oh, I'm hearing music from Tolan's end.
Okay, 1 perception check coming up.
Coming right up! Let's see. That's an amazing perception check. You hear soft footfalls heard somewhere down in this corridor.
Oh, bollocks.
My owl didn't hear that, because I'm currently listening and looking through the owl's eyes.
That is true. I think that's also very fair to say that the owl would hear that too, then, yes.
Everyone's gone
yeah.
ahead. Okay. I
As
thought, I thought I was staying in this room while I was just scouted with the owl.
I was just going up with the hand. If something happened, make it run back.
Now, as you continue around this next corner, the owl sees some scribblings on the wall ahead. It is written in common and in a very, unprepared kind of wobbly bit of text scrawled onto the walls is written, "Abandon all hope." And then, as you read on, the writing grows and extends and multiplies over and over and over again, filling out the whole wall several times over, as he kind of just is all seen on the other side.
Garbo, bad feeling.
Please, by all means, continue on and explore this cavern as you see fit, and I'll let you know when you come across something of interest.
So Dacto is going to catch up to Tolan, and just, not as a ritual, but just regularly, I'm going to chuck a detect magic up, because that lasts 10 minutes.
Alright.
And then, so as soon as I see anything that emits anything
I'm going to do this a different way, dude. I have just started a 10-minute countdown timer on Google. Better hurry.
Alright, so anything that lights up as magic, I will see it.
Alrighty, so remember the restraints, that is, if it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, or 1 inch of common metal, or 3 feet of wood or dirt, it does get mixed. And it is a range of 30 feet from you, so let's give you a little aura of 30 feet, shall we? We'll make this aura a nice pale blue of 30 feet.
My friends, don't get too far away from me. If I see anything magic, I'll let you know.
So like I said, now your little owl should be able to show you that the corridor now splits up ahead. 1 going straight to the left and 1 going on to the right.
You got a door to the left, corridor to the right, with another door. Let me just make sure it's not 2 doors. Yeah, so we got 2 doors.
Yep, they are both shut. Which do you choose? Or which do you venture and peek and bring your magic closer towards? Alright, yes.
Yes. Is anything pinging off it?
At your current position, you do not see or sense anything yet.
Would I be able to investigate it for man-made traps as opposed to...
Alright, now the condition has been met. Just to the edges of your reach, you do not detect that the door itself is magical. However, you get the following bits of information. First of all, you're getting from the edges of your range to the north-northeast a bit of a touch of conjuration and conjuration magic. Certainly magic that involves teleportation and conjuring from extra-dimensional spaces. You're getting a strong sense of that in the room over yonder, and also you're kind of sniffing out a little bit of enchantment magic worked in there somewhere. That's what you're currently getting. You're currently getting some whiffs of that.
We need to get in this room.
The door is not locked if you wish to open it.
I will investigate the door for man-made traps.
Go right ahead. You're also not getting anything magical from the door, so no traps there. And you're not sensing any traps from the door either.
Let me just look up something with my spell. No. Okay, who wants to go first?
It sounds
Not
like
Garbo.
you
Not
I
Garbo.
will... Can I tell if the door opens inwards or outwards?
The door opens inwards, into the room you're heading into.
Okay, I will wish I had a mage hand, and and I will just very gently open it.
Very good.
maybe like half a foot. And then take a
No,
step back.
well, you and your pussyfooting around. We'll have you open it, and you are allowed to be peeking in to see the following. A 20-foot tall statue of the most charmless, stern-faced dwarf any of you have ever seen is stood before you, and his pockets are bagging within a centimeter off the ground with heaps of trinkets. And he is carved out of stone on a very tidy little pedestal.
Okay, I will just. So I pushed open a little bit, and okay, I guess Tolan's keen now. And I was gonna send my owl through the gap.
Mm-hmm. Now, it is
Everyone else
immediately
seems to know now the
obvious.
door's open.
It's immediately obvious to you that this is the source of that conjuration, that evocation magic that's brimming off this thing. And when you're at this closer range, in this way, you can use your action, faint aura around visible creatures. Oh yeah. So it actually like shows you in like what direction and where and what it is. So you're getting all this magic stuff coming from his carved, bulging pockets, and from the outside, the pockets look like they are filled with coins and gems, bulging at the seams and growing to great hyper-like levels, while the carvings of the pockets themselves actually seem to be open, so one might stick their hands into.
I'm gonna get myself killed. Hey, no, Zach, do you got that hand available?
I would suggest we don't touch it.
Oh, by the way, Dacto and Tolin, I want you both to make me wisdom saving throws, please.
Sure will.
If
Garbo
this
no
is
like.
against magic, I have advantage.
It is against magic.
Advantage didn't matter, but just as a thing.
Alright, Tolin, you feel the overwhelming and compelling need to reconsider your financial long-term choices. You are doing this to a next level degree where you're just like, hang on, have I actually invested in anything? What is my portfolio? What are my long-term stocks and options? Do I have any bartering tools? Dacto, give me a quill and some paper. I need to do some number crunching, and I want you to roleplay this thinking from here.
I have to really figure out what's going on in my life. While we're down here trudging
you're
around,
looking for your family, aren't you?
I mean, there's what's the sense of walking around here if I can't get rich? I mean, everyone else's pockets are fat. Mine are very lean. I live a very humble life, but I need to set in motion something better for you. Dacto, why are you looking at me strange like that? I have to better myself. What do you think I'm down here for?
Dacto just like has no idea how to respond. It's like, okay. And well, I mean, I don't know if you want to try and reach into this guy's pockets.
It's not that I want to reach into his pockets. I'm looking for, future ventures. We need to invest. Anything we find down here, we should invest and make larger capital of what we are. I mean, I know I come from a humble beginnings. The whole idea, don't you think, is to get rich?
You're doing great. You're doing great, may I say.
Can I insight you? Because I want to see like how sort of trustworthy. Because I was gonna like tell him something that I don't want the others to know. I want to sort of gauge his.
Sure.
Never mind.
You will play this how you like.
I will point at him and send him a message cantrip, and I'll say, well, if everything goes to plan, this Undermountain will be ours.
Well, that'd be a good investment, but what are we looking for? Our long-term future stakes. How long can we keep the? What do you think the cost is going to be to such a large monstrosity? there's some investment that we have to do. We have to think, man. Let's think about the investment involved.
Yes, love it. I love it.
We
Okay,
have the
that's
capital.
I will bring in Dave and have Dave try to grab something out of a pocket.
Oh, Dave,
Dave,
very
Alex.
good. Dave is quite a smallish creature, so as they do go
He's
go
tiny.
in, yeah, he's tiny, so he's going all in that pocket. Very good, very good.
If he's able to just sort of like perch on the rim of the pocket and reach in with his
he's
own
not.
claws,
He's
grab
not.
something. If he can't reach anything, then he'll go in.
He goes in. Very good.
Screw it. I'll look through his eyes, and because he's got dark vision,
Yeah.
I'll see what he sees.
You see a blank, dark void beneath you. 1 is good, 2 is bad. Okay, very good. So you venture into this thing, and you bring your owl down into this pocket, and clearly he kind of slips in deeper and deeper. Okay, and as he goes in, your vision is cut off, and you are unable to connect to your owl.
I try and summon him back in my.
He
In
does
my
not come summoning back.
Let me just look up this. So, shit. I'm going. If I go up to the statue without touching it and try to look in to a pocket, am I able to get any view inside?
When you look inside, all you see is a dark, hollow abyss. And also, your magic detection has just run out.
Well, there's no investment here.
Garbo
I'll just
thinks
drop-
taverns
I'll
are
just
good
drop-
investments.
I'll just drop a copper coin in the pocket, and I guess it just disappears into darkness.
It most definitely does, yes.
I make the suggestion that we should barricade this door and rest here. There's only one.
I'm not going in that room.
Oh yeah, Cecil, you've just entered the room. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, sure.
My character saw Tolan's personality switch.
I'm
and
a
he's
really
not going
wise
near it.
person, so I should be totally fine with this.
Okay. You need to really review your long-term investment plans. Tolan has got it
But-
fucking right. He's got his head squared on
but-
right.
Wait.
If you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack, you can roll a 2d4 and add it to the total. Okay. Okay, so you finish a short or long rest? Whoa! That's powerful for a fucking divine sorcerer. Jesus Christ!
For level 1.
You think about your life's fortunes and then you say, fuck it, I'm rich, and you just don't care.
Makes sense. He's a
I'm
noble.
not rich yet, but that's just a question of time.
Yeah, you're pretty
I'm
carefree.
I'm on the right track. I'm charming. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I have everything going for me.
You do. You really do. And that's why you don't need to bother with the thinking that's going on right now.
Well, I disagree because you can always think twice about your investment.
I
Really
love
think
you
about
right
your
now.
investment and your long-term goals. When we're talking about depreciation, especially from the king and their taxes, we should really think about the appreciation and the depreciation of what taxes are going to be and how we're going to hold this fort. Because sooner or later, we're going to have to pay the king his gold.
Garbo
Yes.
thinks
Well,
there are
well,
always
That's the thing.
taverns.
You're
Good
aiming
investment.
too low.
Hmm.
If you become the king, you don't have to pay the king. Don't aim so freaking low.
Well, if we do become the king, I still have to invest in my children's future.
You have children?
I will have children. I have to have an heir. What's it to be a king if you don't have an heir?
Well,
That's just another form of investment. We have to invest in gold. We have to invest in armor. We have to invest in the soldiers that we're going to have. And there's a lot of things that we really need to think about.
This is beautiful. Can't lie. It's beautiful.
I mean, I don't want to worry about that. If I get king, order you to think about those things while I'm going on with nice fancy parties and wave to people from a nice wagon and stuff like that, doing the king thing, and you do the thinking.
I can
What a
hear
little
you
bit of
typing, the
sex
Sexic. Come inside, you coward. Nice. Now, just to answer that, don't ask me. Can you do that? Is he a familiar?
It's a good question.
Is there anything that
He's
states
not a
you can see
familiar,
through him?
While he's within 1 mile, I can telepathically give him orders. You control him.
While he's looking that up, I'm just going to say Dacto pulls out his spellbook and starts ritually casting Identify. He will have to put his hand on the pocket, but not inside.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, 10 minutes later, at which point, Tolin, you get everything out of your system. You don't need to talk about your investment anymore. You're welcome to.
I'm that guy that's trying to study and do his homework, and he's got Tolan just like standing over him talking about the fucking investment properties. I'm like, I need to concentrate. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, wonderful. Now, as you hold on to the pocket, you recognize that each pocket is in fact a bag, not of holding, but of devouring.
Wow.
My head sort of falls in remembrance of Dave, which I guess you can probably delete from the map now.
Oh yeah.
Can we take those bags, or are they fastened to the? I really want one of those.
I couldn't hear that. Sorry.
The pockets are carvings.
They are, but when you do go inside you're getting the sense from the magic that there has been attached bits of these devouring pockets inside of the statue carvings themselves. So if you pried out these pockets of devouring, you would have these 2 bags of devouring on your person.
Well, I take one. I try to get one out. They are excellent to have.
All right, so you put your hand into the pocket. Very good. You cannot get your hand out. Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, before I see him like start grabbing with his hand, I've got a Dungeoneer's pack. I'm seeing if there's a crowbar in there.
A crowbar in the bag of devouring.
No, I've got a Dungeoneer's pack, and I pull out a crowbar from it and hand the crowbar to Cecil.
All right, very
so he
good.
Put his hands inside. I say, I've just discovered these bags of devouring, so don't put your fingers inside if you can avoid it.
I know what they are, so I'm trying to be careful. But
you didn't know what they are. I didn't even tell you until now.
I say we rest here.
Garbo lose Owl Friend? Owl Friend come back now?
No.
Owl Friend will eventually come back, but for now he's gone.
Oh, Owl Friend. Garbo understand.
Yeah, unless you have a brass brazier and 10 gold worth of incense.
Oh my god! Oh, did you really just... a brazier instead of a brazier? Wow. Wow.
I was wondering when I was going to pick up on that.
I will allow it. I allow it. If you ever find a copper brazier, I will allow it to be used to summon your thing. That is my personal ruling right now.
So on the...
I managed to pry one of the bag of devouring free.
So you put your crowbar in there, and I need you to make me an athletics check, please.
Oh, that's really my strong side. I'm glad I can roll that, because I'm really great at it.
Alright, that passes. You felt the crowbar yank down into the bag, but you actually pry the crowbar back out of the bag and manage to resist this black force from, like, swallowing it in.
I'm trying to get it between the bag and the actual line of the statue to kind of
Impossible.
pry it through.
A little bit past the lip. The bag has kind of been molded into the stonework. And that's what makes it difficult. The bag lines the interior of the stonework's pocket features. Make
So,
me
I think we need
a...
some stonemason's tools for this.
Yes. Does anybody have any such tools?
Could I
No, I'm
make
not a
some
dwarf.
arcana check or something to see if it's even possible to get this?
No, Zach, you're a dwarf. Don't you guys carry around like stoneworking tools all the time?
That's a little racist, but no, I don't.
Open up Blizzard. Right, so, Cecil, give me a, give me a wisdom check, or I need a base wisdom check. I need wisdom here, something that tells you to be wise. Alright, that's, you can't figure out how you could get this pocket pried open. And I see you have stone cutting dyslexic, or rather, Hildor, but unless you're getting in the room, you can't really
No.
use that ability.
I know.
Yeah.
On the subject of like the light of my guy, I mean, so the reason I'm kind of confused is I have I can get vision from the other NPC. I mean, well, the other player characters, like I can see in there, even though technically I shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then also on top of that, the sword he's carrying does emit light. So
Yeah.
and like if we were in combat, how I don't have like telepathic vision through him. But like if we were in combat and he was in a different area, how would I have any idea what to tell him to do?
You wouldn't. That should answer that question.
But I mean, like I can tell him what to do from a mile away.
Yeah, and he will follow those orders out to the best of his ability. If something
he
comes up and he
communicate
can't
backwards?
communicate... Yeah, can he?
Can he return your calls? Because
Yeah.
you could just be like, yeah, you could just be like, all right, what do you see? And then he describes what he sees, and you say, okay, try this, that, the other.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so, but
I'm going to rule it that he is essentially working blind and going off your last order the best he can each time. He cannot relay back information that he sees. You do not know what he sees, and unless you're nearby, well, you're in that mile, you won't really be able to know what's going on unless he's there with you.
And you could just tell him, just like in the middle of combat, and if he's around the corner or whatever, just say to him, like, kill anything that's aggressive towards us, and then once they're dead, return to me.
Yeah.
well, so like I guess,
Agreeable.
but then you would have to control him in combat because I can't see what he sees.
You can just click the slam attack he's due, really, and you are right. You cannot see what he sees. You can control him in a meta sense. Yeah, but
So, like for example, if he's over here, I can't find his token anymore.
well, in either way, wait, you can't find his token? Well, I
Correct.
see,
It's
I
in
see.
darkness.
Alright, well, we will move on for the time being, and we will resolve that nugget of information when it comes up and is a problem, I promise. And I will
Garbo
control
have
him.
idea.
Oh,
Garbo
Garbo?
have idea.
You have an idea
Garbo
with
have
the
idea.
statue? That you guys
Garbo
are
has
currently
idea.
looking at it? Go on, Garbo.
Garbo not going in, but Garbo have idea.
Okay.
Garbo say break statue. Break edge of pocket. Easy
Yay!
to get bag out.
Yes! Oh, Garbo, get inspiration.
The
Yes.
thing that has me worried about that is it's emitting evocation magic.
Well, that's what
Which-
my guess was for bag of devouring sort of stuff. Forget the evocation, it's more conjuration.
So the only magic that was emitting was just the pocket. The statue itself was inert.
And also enchantment for this room that seems to be making you think about your lifelong investments.
I tried to break the pockets to get because I really, really, really want that bag of devouring.
Excellent. You do so with the
crowbar.
crowbar. Yeah. Give me a athletics check, please.
Just don't drop it in.
Now
I'm not
he's gonna
putting
crack
it
the eggshell from the outside to get the yummy yolk. But you are not
Oh, wow.
strong. You
Garbo falls on the ground laughing.
yeah. You strike the side
I
of
agree,
the
Garbo.
you strike the side of the chiseled large like pockets, and your wrists just hurt as the shockwaves reverberate back into your arms.
Do we have anyone
and-
strong? What about your
and
zombies?
I kinda and of course I dropped the crowbar and curses a little bit.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm handsome and I'm the world's second best lover, but this is not my strong side. Could someone assist me?
Garbo
oh.
first
Yeah, you
world lover.
recognizing my first. No, I've had the same idea. Oh, one thing I meant to ask,
Yeah.
DM, is when I was emitting detect magic, what
Yeah.
was I getting from the zombie?
Necromancy.
That I was curious about that.
Necromancy.
Straight up necromancy.
Yeah.
thing.
I don't think that's a lie. Is that right, Mr. Necromancer in class? Yeah.
It's necromantic magic, yeah.
It's pretty necromantic as fuck. If
Yeah,
necromantic is a
actually wanted
word.
to ask about that thing.
Can anyone
Different sort
dispel
of-
room?
What?
Can anybody dispel room?
Dispel room. Oh, okay. Magic dispel. That's a question for
mean
you guys.
What do you mean dispel the room?
Garbo see people go in room, get affected by room, dispel
That
room.
was just Tolan. Tolan's the only one that just started spouting nonsense.
Exactly.
Also-
It affects Fred.
By the
Didn't
way,
affect me.
totally out of topic. Necromantic in Swedish it sounds a little bit fun because neck in Swedish means naked.
So, naked magic.
Naked magic.
Yeah.
Naked romantic kind of.
Naked romantic, kind of. Wow. Okay, so basically you guys love necrophilia.
Yeah, we are a little bit strange.
Hey, it's all cool. Why should we kink shame here? We live in a safe space of 2018,
Oh.
going into 2019.
Yeah,
God,
by
the
the
PC
way,
power.
Do you know the difference between a kink and a fetish?
You wait because of your
Spelling.
accent. You said like king to my ears, so I was like, well, quite a few things. But
Yeah, but I meant kink.
okay, a kink and a fetish. Ooh, do I really want to take time out to answer this? Yes, I
Go on.
do. Okay. Nobody tell the answer. Nobody say the answer yet. If you know it, don't say it. Okay.
Who's going to investigate the next door?
Very good. I don't know. What is the difference between a kink and a fetish?
A fetish is more strong. That's something you kind of need to have
Oh.
to really get. A kink, that's something you like, but
Ah.
it's not necessary for your usually sex life, so to say. But a fetish, that's so strong that, yeah, you kind of need it in your sex life to get it going.
Ah, okay. So, would it be fair to say that being gay, bisexual, or pansexual, or gender neutral, and people who are like that is a fetish? Or it's usually a fetish, and it's just like, well, if you're not, yeah, cool.
I would say it could be. I'm not sure, but yeah, you kind of need it.
Well, awesome, dude. That was an education, I think.
Yeah.
Very
You
nice.
learn something. Let's
Dacto's
move on.
bored now and he's just making illusions. to entertain
Did
himself.
anyone manage to help me get this?
No, everybody
Being
started
broken.
ditching you.
I keep
Dak will
smashing.
summon a fake owl and just play with Garbo.
Aw,
Garbo
nice.
with minor illusion.
Yes.
As I saw him walking to the door, I'm gonna make the ground kind of tremble over there with thaumaturgy.
Oh,
Okay.
by
And
the
then-
way,
I'll also.
You
send
sound
this
very
guy in here.
you sound far away, Sean Gar. Sorry
Yeah.
to remind you.
now By the way, is it any loose? Well, I could probably use the crowbar for this. I'm casting catapult on the crowbar against the pockets.
Catapult on the crowbar on the pockets.
I'm sending it straight into the catapult.
Oh shit! You use the crowbar as the missile. Oh, very nice. You strike it, and the pocket erupts and breaks apart. And a couple of times after that, you retrieve a full bag of devouring.
Oh,
I thought you were going to use the crowbar as the weapon for booming blade.
No.
I thought you were going to when you started talking.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but then I remember I had the catapult spell.
Very nice, very nice. If I can get an image here of Mr. Bag of Devouring. Oh yeah. Why are you so small? Come on, don't do me like that. Just be a bro, please, for once in your life. There we go. Check this guy out. He's got a bit of a wink on his face, and yeah.
So, if I send my zombie in there to try and break the other pocket, because there were 2 pockets, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Is that you just want me to do like you had an athletics check?
Well, firstly, please, Cecil, get from the compendium a bag of devouring and put it into your person. Ah, good.
I'm just gonna. I forgot to.
Alrighty, now.
I took away my spell slot.
Okay. Mr. Zombie goes in. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad.
No,
He starts considering his lifelong financial investments.
You're cutting out.
He then considers his lifelong financial investments.
I don't care because I override what he thinks and wants and make him do it anyways.
He gets sad when you override his thinking, but what more can he do about it, you know? He's just gonna have to be unprepared for those lean Christmas months.
Now I have a bag of devouring. Now I just have to wait till someone can cast polymorph.
Nice.
Give me another 2 levels.
We meet a big monster of some sort. You polymorph him into a slug or something, CR, really low. Put him up, stuff him in the bag of devouring. Then he has to be able to break out, otherwise his body is destroyed. He doesn't drop to 0 hit points or something. He's just, the body is destroyed. He's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we're just using a lot of meta knowledge, though.
But I mean, holy shit, he's not fucking wrong. You got a Tarask? This is how you beat it. Quite simply that.
Yeah. I rolled a 16 to investigate this door.
It is not
locked.
Okay. So, this bag kind of is a bit rustier in its. This door is rustier in its design, and the door handle actually has these kind of spiky kind of jaws that line around past the handle. It looks like part of like the like design of the door, but touch it going in the wrong direction, so clockwise or anti-clockwise, the jaws will snap up and snap your hand.
Hey Cecil, could I have that crowbar back?
Yes, of course.
Well, that's not good.
I picked it up and was like, what did you do with this crowbar? Like, did you just try to beat the statue to death with it? Bloody hell, it's...
Yeah, it's a bit bent up.
I will try to open the door using the crowbar instead of my hand.
I believe I said door handle, and this was incorrect of me. I needed to have said door knob.
Door knob.
Yes.
So...
Too bad we don't have a rope.
To me again? Sorry? It's got like...
Now I wish I would have taken mage hand.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, we know
was
someone who
my
can have
focus.
Mage Hand thanks to his amazing hat.
Not right now, I can't, because I've already used my hat today.
You can use it as many times as you want.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I will
Let me check.
roll a D. I will roll a D2.
No, hang on. You got me wondering. It's a hat of wizardry. What's a wizard's hat? I'm pretty sure its downside is that it has a half chance of working.
Yeah.
And also, for some reason, you decided to make it faulty and stick to my hand. And I was worried about what would happen if I left it on my hand too long.
Yeah, I would have puffed away. I just wanted to make it interesting.
Well, I don't know that.
I
Yeah,
just
just
wanted to make
flavor.
it interesting.
I was just worried. I was like, is this going to blow up in 5 minutes and hurt me?
I thought it'd be a cool way. Okay. You can use your hat spellcasting focus, training cantrip with Mo. Yeah. The cantrip must be on this. You must make a DC Intelligence Arcana check. If the check fails, I should not have got you to roll a D10, a D2. Okay. It does not say you have to only use it once. You use it as many. In either case, you can't use this property again until you finish a long rest. Well. Wow. Fuck me in the ass.
Is there any way to... There's no way to determine which way this should be turned? By looking at it, there's no...
Well,
Do any of you have Tinkerer's tools?
Tinkerer's tools.
Yes.
I have 1,000 ball bearings,
No.
which I took from the body of our vegetable friends.
No.
I have a necklace of fangs.
Describe to me how this will help you.
It won't.
Okay.
Where did you say the spikes come in? Like, did the spikes come out of the handle, or did the spikes come from somewhere else?
There's a rim around the doorknob that has like these spiky embossed kind of features. And you can tell that when you twist the handle, these teeth will come out and snap up at your hand, exploding out from the door frame and snapping out to your wrist.
Well, I mean, doesn't someone has a zombie?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I mean, I've been trying to do stuff with my zombie for a while, but nothing.
You
seems to go
also
anywhere.
have a hand that has no wrist.
Correct. But I'd like to resolve what I was trying to do a while ago.
Oh, okay. What was that?
Trying to break the other. You said there were 2 pockets. I'm trying to get the other pocket.
Okay, yeah, we will resolve that very well. You can't see with him. Give me an attack roll with him, please.
Okay.
All right, that's a hit. You crack open the pocket a little bit, but not all the way.
I mean, I assume I can just attack again.
You can. Given enough time, you break the pocket, and your zombie gets a bag of devouring.
All right, I will tell him to pick it up and bring it to me. I'm gonna go over here and kind of meet him because I can't see him.
That's correct.
I'll have him hand it off to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll come around back over here. I can. There we go. And then I'll kind of say to you guys like, "Oh, sounds like you guys need Mage Hand."
You
think
wait
I've got
only
just
now.
the thing.
You wait only now to
And-
use Mage Hand.
And I'm going to say, "Stand aside," and then I'll move up there once there's room.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You move up.
Alright. And I'm gonna like twirl my hands around and make it look like I'm casting Mage Hand. Since I've studied Arcane, I feel like I kind of have an understanding of it, but not the greatest. And then from underneath my robes, I'm gonna have the little hand crawl out. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it look like I cast Mage Hand, and then just gonna like put the hand on the handle and have it do it.
Very good. Okay, yeah. The jaw snaps as you do, but you were prepared for it, so you make sure you snap your fingers away before it kind of nips at your nails and scrapes them off. But yeah, your hand comes in, he tucks his little stump in, and the trap hits nobody, and the door opens up before you. Dynamic lighting layer, if you would please be so fucking kind. Thank you. Before you, you see two more grey dwarfs milling around in here. They seem to be staring at one another intently, staring but with an aggressive sort of gaze in one another's eyes, as they have not noticed you guys come in. How do you wish to proceed?
Best to keep it unnoticed if possible.
They're like, but what's more, you can also see that in the middle of the room, which they're kind of staring at, seems to be this kind of ruined symbol of some kind of sun half protruding out of the ground that has been like bent in half before your eyes and tarnished. And they kind of seem to be like aiming straight for the middle of it and staring at one another intently. But also, you can see in the corners these huge, like spike pits that are clearly visible, and to your dark vision eyes, no lighting or illumination here. Swords back there, it's okay. Yeah, they seem to be in some kind of strange situation with one another.
Garbo whispers, Garbo can cast Pass Without a Trace. Give us all more stealth.
Yeah, if we want to be sneaky, that's probably a good idea, because I'm not so sneaky myself.
I was just gonna shoot them, but I guess we're gonna sneak by.
Well, it's up to you how you want to approach these things.
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is pretty high. It raises to as much as 25 feet in height.
Okay. I'm going to have the hand kind of crawl up onto the ceiling and just kind of chill up there for now. I can't see that much. Well, it can't see much on the floor because it only has like 20-foot blind sight, I believe.
That is correct, yes.
But it's up there.
But those spikes, are they on the ceiling or are they on the floor?
They are only on the floor.
Okay.
Right, how do you guys proceed from here?
Oh, I'm not gonna.
If you're casting a spell, I need to see that spell cast.
Garbo wants to know, is everybody stealthing?
I mean, I'm down for whatever we decide.
As soon as it was mentioned, I was.
Very nice. So, Pass Without Trace. Let's see. Each creature plus 10 to stealth. Dacto, fucking hell. Alright, so you roll the stealth beyond the shadows itself. You roll 36. Good fucking god. Dacto, how do you play such? How do you work with just such amazing stealth? How do you live with yourself with having such amazing stealth?
I'm just that good.
I guess you are just that good. Everybody else will stealth. I'm adding them all together to make a mean check happen. I'm waiting for at least 2 more. There we fucking go. Very, very, very nice. Boopity beep.
I'm gonna have
Our lowest was 25.
That is insane.
Well, I'm concerned because we still have I still have my Drugar guy, but the problem is he has a glowing sword stuck in his hands.
That is true. That is true.
Gonna have to leave him behind.
Whoa.
Have we tried just like wrapping a cloak around the sword?
You have not. However, I can tell you that if your dwarf made no attempts to help you, You're looking at about 22 DC to be noticed.
You're welcome, guys.
I mean, I would say thank you to the person that cast Pass Without Trace more.
Garbo. Garbo
If
for
the
the win.
minimum, if our lowest was 25, how's the average below that?
If the minute, I don't know. Probably because of the 17 or the 15. I told you, I took into account
27s and 25s.
I took into account the zombie as if he was
the
contributing nothing, and it still worked out to be like 22. Anyway, let's move on. You guys are welcome to move as you see fit.
Does anyone have a large cloak that we could maybe try wrapping around that sword?
Garbo say we sneak in first, stage ourselves, and then have zombie come in.
Yeah, like we get good like vantage points or something, and then it walks in and sees how they react.
Exactly. Or we all gang up on one closest to trap and push him into spike trap.
Does he look just like another Durga, or does he look different?
They
Zombified?
do
Is it
not look
obvious
like
that he's.
they are Durgar, but they do not look like Durgar like the ones you
No,
had just
our
seen
zombie
before.
friend.
They do not look like your zombie friend. Hell no. In fact, these guys, it's strange. These guys look like they are like adorned with a collection of it's fucking hard to just base one line to say how they look different. But what I can say is that they have on their person no,
Like a perception roll or something.
they have on their person lances that they keep behind them. And after that, there is really no way to really distinguish them. They look hardcore kind of like thick dwarf Durgar, one of which has like a pale, blinded kind of eye, which he still is unashamed to kind of stare at the other one, and the two look at each other intently. God only knows why. But they also might have on their person some flasks on them. That's really all I can give you. These Durgar do not like to kit themselves out with more than is absolutely necessary.
Well, I'm gonna try and go up to my Drugar and try and kind of just put a bedroll over top of the sword.
Very good, very good. You put it over the sword. It seems to do pretty well to hide the light, dim as it was.
And yeah, I guess we'll try and go through.
Alright. Now, as you come around the corner, you might be able to recognize that there is a doorway right around to the other side. But you can also see, perhaps, to the northwest of the wall. Actually, you know what? You don't. Your closest guy cannot see to the other side of the room, even with their dark vision.
And I can't see it all. I don't have dark vision.
You cannot, no. And you are blinded as of this very moment. You will need to hold someone's hand, it is true.
I'll just do a quick investigation on this door, if you allow me, just to see what it is, if it looks...
Very good.
If it doesn't look as fancy as the one we came in, or does it just look like a general wooden door that might be a store? And
Investigation check, please. It is not like the door beforehand. It is not trapped, and the relief is not the same here. Now, Cecil Hasselheim, what do you wanting to do?
I'm casting light on my arcane focus and keep it hidden so it doesn't show, but I keep it in a pocket so I could pull it up in case I would really need light.
Okay, very good. Oh, stop with the crickling. I can hear all the crickling coming from your phone at the moment. Sorry, it was getting a little distracting there. But light 30-foot bright light, 30-foot, 20-foot radius, and dim light for another 20-foot radius. Yes, very good, very good. Very good, very good.
But you can cover it up so you have it covered in a pocket so it doesn't.
But you had to take it out to be out of your pocket. But let's say no. Let's say no. The light can be colored as you like. Yeah, covered by opaque or blow. Okay, okay, okay.
So it's not shown, but then I have it already cast. I just have to pull it out of my pocket in case I would need light.
All right, yeah. Okay, I allow it. You're sorted. You have light prepared on your item.
And I grab Gobo and whispers, "Lead me."
Mm-hmm.
Garbo lead you, Garbo lead you. And he kind of like holds his hand and like starts walking towards the door.
All right, very good. So, yeah, you come to this unlocked and untrapped door. How do you guys proceed?
Dacto was hoping that his really good stealth check will allow him to open this door and peek inside unnoticed.
Very good. Very, very good. All right, then. Alright, so as you open this door, another latch strikes out at you that unfortunately you seemingly were unable to find on this door and snaps around your wrist, doing 5 points of piercing damage, entrapping your hand, but most importantly, I want you to make me a Constitution saving throw to see if you yelp.
Yeah, I immediately tried and like shove my other arm and like the sleeve in my mouth to like muffle my.
DC is 12.
What's the saving throw? Sorry.
Constitution saving throw, DC 12. You fail.
My inspiration.
Okay, you take the 8. You fail.
What? You don't let me.
I have
re-roll
warned
the-
you that inspiration is not a reroll. You take the higher advantage and gives you an automatic advantage. If you see an example, which I would have said, that had a crit on the right-hand side, you would call inspiration, and I would feed you that crit. You would know what result you were getting, and you would get it.
Wow.
I must have missed that.
Mhm.
Any parts of help or aid or anything like that?
The two Durgar in the room break focus and immediately bring their lances on fire before your very eyes. We are back in initiative.
And I can see if they are fiery lances.
They are indeed fiery like lances, yes.
Okay. Are we
Alright.
rolling initiative?
You are rolling initiative, yes.
Sorry, guy.
That's fine. We tried.
But I want this to
And a
be
plus-
very clear as you do start to figure this out, is your hand is trapped. Anything that has the semantic hand like component is now unable to be done until you fix your trapped hand problem.
Well, I can use my other hand.
That is not enough. You need your hands free for all of your verbal semantic stuff. Otherwise, I'll homebrew some problems. Are you fapping over there, Master X?
Sorry, no, I was shaking my leg.
Ah, very well. It had a very rhythmic kind of pace to it. Alrighty, so initiative shall not be changed since the last combat. You guys have not had a short or long rest since then. We begin with this guy over here. Seeing as you guys come forward to the door, he brandishes a fire lance out for you all as he comes forward. He makes his way 25 feet. He does not notice the hand back here, which you said walked up a wall, but you never moved it to a wall.
It's on the ceiling, not on a wall.
Alright, it's on the ceiling. Alright, he won't see it. And he will basically just say to you all, empty your pockets now. Everything you've got. And we'll let you pass by. No questions asked.
You're joking.
Oh,
I
he
am...
said,
Durgar never joke, he says with the most business stern face you've ever seen.
Garbo thinks your face look like joke.
Right. Well,
All I have is a tin cup.
You said we were keeping our, but then we all just re-rolled our initiatives.
Yeah, that was wrong of you to do.
Well, you told us to. That's
No,
why we did it.
you do not
Yeah.
re-roll your initiative after a long or short rest. Oh, you only roll your initiative after a long or short rest. Anyway, it's
Then
rolled
what?
now. We're moving on with our lives, and Dacto will be on the bottom side of this. Anyway, so he basically just threatens you all. But since you don't listen to him, he basically just says, "Very fucking well then." And before your eyes, he too grow. You know what? No, he and his fire lance, all turn before your eyes invisible.
Really?
Yes. And Mr. Hand of his blind sense would see where he is if he has a range of 25 feet blind vision.
He does not.
Okay, he'll have to jump down. Dacto, it is your turn. One hand is stuck to the door knob. Difficult and pried there.
He has 30 feet, sorry, so he would see.
He does very well then. Very fucking well. Let's see. Hand. What's it called? What's it called?
Lesser Hand of Vecna is what you call it.
Yes, the lesser hand of Vecna. Alright, there we go. Yes. Blind sight 30 feet. Fuck yes! Very nice. So I'll reveal him back to you guys. But, I don't know if your hand can communicate this. He can certainly see it. But essentially, he is... let's give him Ninja Mask. Yeah. But Dacto, it is your turn.
Okay, so apparently I can't use somatic even with one hand.
You
So-
can use it. I'm just saying that there's going to be some kind of disadvantages happening.
Okay. Well, I don't like the situation I'm in anyway. I don't like being trapped. And if I try prying it off me and getting out physically,
Absolutely.
I'm risking I'd be risking more damage potentially.
Potentially.
So I am going to Misty Step.
Yeah. Hey. Very
He says,
nice.
give us away money, and with my free hand, I just flip him off and say, "Fuck you."
Yes.
I essentially just stand like I appear like just a foot from where I am, but my hand's free.
Yes.
Essentially, I don't really move any distance.
Very well
And
then.
then I will Toll the Dead on him because that's a cantrip.
Very nice. Now, the hand can see him, but to your eyes, he is invisible.
Ah, of course, right.
The ninja mask. But this guy is in range.
A creature you can see, so
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll get that guy then. Why not?
Very well.
So,
Very well. Yes, he will make a wisdom saving throw.
so yeah, I flipped off where I thought he was.
Yeah.
The last place I last seen him.
He fails, so he'll be taking that 10 points of damage, and that's definitely necrotized him quite a bit. He's already semi-bloodied from the pain of that already.
And I'll just step just to get a little bit of cover from the zombie.
Little bit of cover. Very nice.
Yeah.
Garbo the Goblin.
I'm a small guy. I'm a
Garbo the Goblin, it is your turn.
Garbo, no like invisible things. Garbo will cast Fairy Fire
Yeah.
as my last level 1. But it is 20 feet, so if I target right here, I should be able to hit both of them. Since I don't know technically where he is, I just know right about where he is, I'll cast it in them right there, trying to hit both.
Why has this gone grey? Why has this gone fucking grey? Okay, so drawing out, following the squares, it could be here, or it can be here. But my rule is, if you can draw it out, then life is good. If you can draw it out, life is good. So, what do? Boobity-boo-doobity-boo-boo-boo, ba-ba-da-da. Look at that.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's a cube. No one says you can't rotate it. Alright, so yeah, they're both going to get involved in this. And they are both going to make dexterity saving throws. Firstly, Mr. Invisible Dude. He's going to fail. And despite his invisibleness, he is going to be lit up with fairy fire lighting over his invisible being. And the other one over to the north side. Hello?
They can't be invisible. It cancels his invisibility as soon as it hits them.
Okay, attacks on affected creatures. Objects can't be invisible. Wonderful and precise. Very good. He's popped out of it then. As for the other guy, he also fails and is lit up in magical, multicolored fire. Very nice.
So Garbo says, "Let there be fire," and then cast it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
And Garbo's gonna take 5, 10, 15. He's gonna just step back right there.
Okay, very good. It is now the Crawling Claw's turn. Also, Tolin, whatever you got in the background, I would love to know what it is.
It's Star Wars.
Ah, is it really?
Yeah, I kept hearing R2-D2 and stuff. I swear.
What is it, Tolin?
It is Star Wars, but it's this masterpiece,
Ah,
orchestra masterpiece.
alright, cool, very well. Alright, so yeah, it is Crawling Claw's turn.
Yep, and he's just gonna move here and end his turn.
Alrighty, very well. It is now this other guy's turn. This hand is on the ceiling, so he cannot see that. He is going to... Ooh, yeah, he's going to move over to there. Laura. Sorry. He's going to move back, rather. I'm going to redo this. I'm going to put him here. And...
Those four like in a line. If you had like a lining boat.
Oh, stop it! No, stop it! No. Alrighty, fine. Very well. He moves 25 feet and he becomes large, growing to a larger size before you guys, and that's his fucking turn. That's his goddamn mother jibbing turn. Nozak Killjaw, it's over to you.
Yep, I'm going to... 5, 10... Well, first I'm gonna... This guy is the one that had... This one took damage, correct? Or did he not?
No, the large one took damage.
Okay. Well then I will cast Toll the Dead on the large one.
Okay, he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. Yay, passes. He takes none of it. Yay!
Alright, and then I'm gonna run back here. And that will be my turn.
Alright, Tolin Mech, it is now over to your turn.
Okay, decision. Alright. I don't see them. Where are they?
Who, where, what, Tolin Mech?
Our
Are you
adversaries.
You can see them. I can see them through your eyes, so they're there.
The big Duragar Zarons.
Yeah, there they are.
Oh, okay. The big red dots. I thought they were... Okay, no problem. What I'm
Yeah.
going to do is I'm going to move up. I'm going to attack with my 3 sectional staff.
Aha, yes.
I'm going to attack with my 3 sectional staff.
That is a hit.
Then I'm going to attack again with my 3 sectional staff.
Okay, this sounds like it's no, this is regular. Yeah.
And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
Ooh, but don't you want to roll the damage to see if you need to do that? But very well. That gives you an extra attack, so Yeah, go on ahead and roll that other attack. That's also a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you got advantage, so 25.
Yeah.
Alright, so again.
Let's see this attack. Alright, now that is going to be a miss. So roll me 2 sectional staffs and 1 flurry of blows damage.
Okay.
Alright, so the first one is pretty hefty. And that kills him, as he drops dead before you, shrinking down to a smaller size before your eyes.
Well, Kung Fu prevails.
It does, but you kind of overshot by 1 bit of damage too. Let's go to the guards. Okay, Cecil Hasselheim, it's over to you.
Well,
That was my guy's turn.
Your stone guard.
Yeah.
I can't bring him back. You'll just have to remind me later.
I mean, you just skipped his turn.
I know, I deleted him because he looked like another stone guard. What is his...
No, he's right here.
Yes, but I removed him from the initiative order because he looked like a stone guard. Is he
he's
on
command-
your
he's
initiative,
on-
or is he on your own initiative, may I ask?
He's on his own.
Okay, let's
And
roll his own initiative.
He's right before me.
Yeah,
He
he had
had
9.
one, but he was
To get him
right
on the
before.
initiative order, I've got to click him, open up again. While he's clicked, I click his name, open it there, close this up, put that down, then we go to 16 at the bottom, put it up, and right before Mr. Cecil. Mr. Cecil is on 5, let's put him on 6. Boom, there we go, all fixed.
I think you can just right click on his token and click to add to turn order. Well, easier for you.
Yes I can just click add turn. That's cool. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the future. That's very helpful.
Alright. Well, on his turn, he'll just move up here and attack him.
Very good, he has advantage. And that is a hit! He does 4 points of wonderful slashing damage at him. Very nice.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Cecil Hasselheim, it is now your turn.
Let's see. Well, I move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I attack him with my rapier.
Okay. That is going to be a miss, unfortunately. You chink off his very heavy, or rather, hang on. Yeah, he's also adorned with some pretty hefty armor as well, it seems. Interesting,
Well,
interesting.
That's stupid. I don't like him.
Durgar like their armor for this very reason. But it is now his turn. On his turn, he is going to shimmy over to the left. And then, with his flaming glance, he kind of just looks out over to you guys. Hang on, shooter. Yeah. He then, with his fire lance, he aims it over to you guys, and from its tip, he sends out a burst of fire over to all of you guys and crusting over his corpse. So, for these, for the Durgar reanimated corpse, for Cecil and for Tolin, I need you all to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Does it come like just right up to like Dacto's face as he's shitting himself in the corner?
A little bit, yeah, but it doesn't hurt you.
I'm just like reeling back, like, oh shit.
Yeah, definitely. Cecil, you're fine. Tolin, you're fine. I now need the Stone Guard Durgar, please.
It's the first one that was rolled.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Very good. Okay, he is also going to pass, and so everybody will take 2 points of fire damage. And that is his turn.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. Dacto, it's over to you.
Dacto will seeing the cone of fire. Doesn't want to get any closer at risk of getting caught in one of them. So I'm going to toll the dead from back here.
Okay. Alright, he is hurt, so let's see how he does with his wisdom saving throw. The ethereal chimes chipping away at his spirit, just messing him up further and further as these deaf tones kind of just burn into his being and his mind. Wisdom saving throw. He is going to pass, taking none of that damage.
Okie dokie dokie. And yeah, really, I'm gonna stay in this corner, stay safe.
Very well. Alright, Garbo, it is now your turn. Garbo!
I apologize about that, gentlemen.
It's alright.
Let's see. So he's hurt. Everybody got fired. Garbo's gonna pop around the corner right here, using 10 feet of his movements. And then he's gonna say, "You no burn Garbo's friends, Garbo burn you."
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Sacred Flame.
Hmm. So after dodging after repelling the necromantic energy that came from the Toll of the Dead, he wasn't prepared for the sacred flame to bear down on him, and the fire scorches him somewhat as it singes over his being. Very good, Garbo.
And then Garbo ducks back around the corner.
Very good, very good. Alrighty.
Is anybody super badly hurt before I duck back around the corner?
You'll have to ask them.
Yeah.
I think anyone is badly hurt.
All right, Garbo's gonna look around. He can see who's actually pretty wounded. So as a bonus action, Garbo is going to cast Healing Word. But I have to cast it at a spell slot higher, so it's going to be 2d4.
Oh, very nice.
So there's that. That's 1d4. So I got to do because it didn't give me an option to cast it at a higher level, so add an extra 4 onto that.
Yeah, very good. It didn't allow you to roll a higher level. That's strange. You sure it wasn't a pop-up that happened behind? No, that's...
no pop-ups happened. I don't know.
Weird. We'll figure it out. Alright then, so yes, 14 points of healing. Who to?
To Helm Hall. Yeah, Hasselhelm, because he needed it the most.
Very nice. So a wonderful word from Garbo rises forward.
2 hit points. Are you looking at the red bar on him? The red bar's not his health, if that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, the green bar is the health.
It's the green bar, that's the health.
So has somebody taken more damage than him?
Nobody's really taken damage.
I think I've taken the most, and it's only 5 damage. So we're all still pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. I thought, I was looking at the red. I thought he was hurt a lot.
I thought you were when you started saying that he looked.
Yeah.
Hasn't looked jacked. I was like, no.
All right, then. Yeah, then I don't want to waste a spell slot since I only have 2 left. So, because of that, I only have 2 spell slots left, so I won't heal. I'll just save it. I'll basically do the Sacred Flame and duck around the corner.
Very good. All right then.
Sorry about the confusion.
No worries. It is now the Crawling Claw's turn. The Lesser Hand of Vecna.
Yep, they're gonna go to here. Actually, can I have them just kind of go over top of the guy and drop down onto him?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right, so they're gonna do that
and
make a claw attack.
Now he is attacking from hidden, so I'll give this advantage. But that was a double nat 1. That was a double nat 1, and I repeat, that was the 1 in 400 double nat 1, so I will punish you. This does not go on the guy. It is going to, in fact, go upon Cecil Hasselheim. Cecil, suddenly this claw comes barreling down onto your face, coming right up in front of your view. And I need you to make me a acrobatics check, please.
Oh. All right.
Or, no, a dexterity saving throw, please. A dexterity saving throw. That's what I want.
That's bad. I was better on acrobatics.
Okay, you, with the hand, get to here, as you're just like... As this hand is just completely messed up, and it is heavy. When it has 25 feet to fall, it can actually be a heavy lump of mass when you're taking that into consideration. So, it really did kind of knock you about. And you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from its fall down into you, really.
I'm still fairly good.
Yes.
Just a bit confused.
You are also a little bit blinded, and you almost fell into this spike pit trap over there. You almost fell directly into it as you stumbled with this thing on your face. Crispy noises, okay. Alrighty then. Now, with that done, this other guy, he's going to come off because he's dead. Knows I killed you. It is now your turn.
Yeah, I am going to finally, hopefully, get this to work. I'm going to use the Drugar's reaction to cast, we'll do... it's probably pretty low. Inflict wounds on it.
Oh, wait, it's advantage! It's
Yay.
advantage! Alright, so, this Durgar clearly is an improvement. He comes out with the cursed, with light bright. He swipes across him, and your pulsing red sparks of energy lashes into his being and utterly decimates him down to his core, down to his absolute being, and kills him where he stands. Very nice work, guys. You have beaten yet another group.
I'm gonna go over to my Drugar
I like to
guy
search them.
and put my hand onto him and sap one life point out of myself and give him 2.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
I like to search this adversary.
What I heard was, I like the checks Nixon nice.
I would like to search that falling adversary.
Ah, no problem. So on their person, they do have a lance. They are again equipped with heavy armor and shields. And the potions and stuff that you see on their person have all kind of been broken. Fluids soaked into their clothes and whatnot.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and see if I can collect up any of the fluids and kind of try to see if I can figure out what's going on with them if I can.
What you want to brewer supplies and look at them. So you want to check out what their contents were.
Yeah, they kind of wring out their clothes.
Well, okay. The Millennium Falcon just took an epic dive right at that part of the music. But when you do look through their stuff, even with a check like that, you know it's not alcohol. You fucking can guarantee that it's not alcohol. But it is of a strange ichor that you really don't know and have never come across before. Even with such a brilliant skill check, it is a mystery. You can identify its certain components, like there are some crushed kind of mushroom herbs that have been put in here. You can also detect there is some sort of organic, animal matter in here. even then, its purpose still eludes you.
I'm gonna pour it into the Drugar's mouth.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing happens, and he doesn't say naught about it. I guess, being your obedient slave.
Well, he can yell at me and say no, but he can't stop me from making him open his mouth and stay still.
I think because he is a Durgar, he pretty much treats the afterlife like he did in life. It's a business situation, and he just has to plod on until he can be allowed to die. He is not like none of them are charismatic. They are stern, dour, and if you offer him that, he will at least say, "Give me 5 gold and I'll drink it." Stern face. He means it seriously.
Yeah, I just ignore his offer and, like I said, pour it into his mouth and force him to swallow it. But nothing happens, I guess.
He drinks it and he just goes, "You owe me 5 gold." Not his face does not break for 1 second as he says that.
Okay. Just move on then. I'm walk past.
All right.
Darbo's gonna kind of like collapse in the middle of the room.
Attack of opportunity from what?
From the zombie as he walked away.
Oh, no.
He can't.
So then, you guys have 2 doorways. The one that has had its trap set off by Mr. Dacto, or the one to the north west.
Does it look like the trap has been used, or has
Yes.
it look like a reset?
The snatching jaws have collapsed inwards and have snagged whatever it can snag, red with Smurf Neblin blood. But after that has been done, the trap remains out, and you can wiggle around that closed trap to open the doorway.
Might as well do that then.
All right. Boopity boopity boop. You open the doorway, and it leads on down to another derelict hallway. But with this decision kind of lingering on your minds, I think I will leave today's session here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.